भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् राचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम् Page 396. एष स्वप्ने महीयमानश्चरति एष आत्मेति होवाच एतदमृतम् अभयम् एतद्ब्रह्मेति सः शान्तहृदयः प्रव्राज सः अप्राप्यैव देवान् एतद्भयं ददर्श। तद्यद्यपि इदं शरीरमन्धं भवति अनन्तस्य भवति यदि श्रामम् अश्रामः नैव एषः अस्य दोषेण दुष्यते नवधेन अस्य हन्यते नास्य श्राम्येण श्रामः घ्नन्तित्वेवैनं विच्छादयन्तीव अप्रियवेत्ता इव भवति अविरोधितीव नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति। Thus Prajapati instructed Indra, Sahaparani dvatimshatam varshani vasa tasmai hovacha. Prajapati implied, Yasmat sakrita vyakhyatam doshahitanam avadharana vishayam praptamapi. The instruction that I had given earlier, Yesha Akshini Purusha Satma iti, that is adequate for those Rahitanam for those whose minds are free from those defects of likes and dislikes, etc. Asakrut vyakhyadam, even though told once or explained once, avadharana visham praptamapi, even though for uttamadhikar is that one's instruction is enough. Na grahihi, but hey Indra, you did not grasp that. Ata kenachid doshana pratibadda grahana samarthastvam. So it is evident that you are pratibadda grahana samarthya, whose samarthya or capacity of grahanam, of grasping, of understanding is pratibadda, meaning which is obstructed, which is inhibited. There is something within you, hey Indra, which inhibits or obstructs your capacity to understand what is otherwise understandable to somebody who is free from those defects. Ataha tat kshapanaya, therefore, for exhaustion or removal of those defects, because Prajapati realized that there is no point in giving further instruction to Indra when he has this state of mind. Only when that undergoes the change, then only instruction will help him. Therefore, vas aparani dvatrimshatam varshani iti. Therefore, may you please now dwell for 32 more years living a life of brahmacharya. Idi uktva tatha ushitavate kshapita doshaya. And the disciple who also followed the instructions verbatim, and by doing so, whose at least part of the defects or impurities were removed, tasmai hovacha, to him, Prajapati said, Yeshaha swapne mahyamanaha charati. Remember what Prajapati said earlier in the first line in that same page. Evameva esha bhagavan iti hovacha etam tvevate bhuya anuvyakhyāsyami. Etam tu evate bhuya anuvyakhyāsyami. This very thing, purvam vyakhyatam anuvyakhyāsyami. So Prajapati says that I am going to explain to you again what I already told you. Not that I am going to say something else. Same Atma Tattva. About the same self, I am going to tell you further. So this is important. Etam tvevate bhuya anuvyakhyāsyami etam. So, yahamaya uktaha atma prakrutaha. Esha akshini purusha, in that manner. The Atma, that is under discussion. Maya uktaha is what? So drashta maya uktaha. The drashta that I said in the eyes, chakshushi sannihita drashta ere. So drashta, that is proximate to the eyes. In the eyes, through the eyes, the drashta is what I meant, not drashya. Even though literally, yeshaha akshini purusha, the purusha, the person who is in the eyes, means drashya. But what was meant is drashta. So same thing now I am going to talk about. So that continuity is important. Who is that? Yeshaha swapne mahyamanas charati. Here this one, that charati, that you find, so conducting himself, mahyamana, being respected, adored, being loved by others. So when you find, so that one who is in the dream, Esha Atma iti hovacha. So that's the Atma. Meaning the one who was a drashta is also the one. So in the waking state, the same one now is going through the state of dream. Etadamritam, abhayam, etad brahma, the same lakshanas are said. Sa shantradaya prabhabraja. Indra thought that he has understood this. And therefore, being satisfied with himself, he departed from there. So Vashyakara said, Atma apahata papma dilakshano yeshu akshini ityadina vyakhyata esha saha. The Atma that was Vyakhyata explained as one that is in the eye, same one, apahata papma vijaraha vimrityu, esha koso yes swapne mahyamana striyadevi pujyamana charate aneka vidan swapna bhogan anubhavati. So charate means one who dwells in the dream. But as the Tikakara said, that charate gatyarthasya jnanarthattvamaha. So Vashyakara, char means to move. Gatyartha, it implies gati or movement. And so Tikakara says here, Vashyakara takes the verb to mean knowledge or experience. So charati meaning anek vidan swapna bhogan anubhavati. So one anubhavati experiences aneka vidhan swapna bhogan, variety of objects in the dream, one experiences being adored by others. This is specifically applies to Indra, who is the king of the Devatas. Esha atma dihovacha ityadi samanam abhayam etad brahma samanam. This is to explain as before. Sah evam uktah Indra shantrudaya prabhavraja. Indra thought he understood. Shantrudaya, being satisfied in his heart, he left, departed from there. Sah aprapya devan etadbhyam dadarsha. But on the way to Svargaloka, before he reached the heaven, the Devatas, etad bhyam dadarsha, he saw this bhaya, this defect, this difficulty he saw. Tad yadyapi idam shariram anna bhavati anandasya bhavati. Even though this body in the waking state is andha, is blind, the dreamer, that is Atma. So even though Atma that's in the waking state is blind, not body but Atma, however the Atma in the dream doesn't become blind. Yadi sramam asramaha nevesha asya doshena dushyate. So the dreamer, the Atma that is now told to me, now dushyati is not affected by the defects of this one. So this one, idam shariram, of course he thinks sharir, so that the defects that are in this Atma, in the waking state, of course, they do not appear or they do not affect the Atma in the dream state, that is true. Meaning this, these defects do not belong to Atma. So andhatvam, sramatvam, all of these, which are the defects that I found in the Atma as I understood, it is true that they are not there in the Atma in the dream. So Dham Viveka is happening, understand? That the defects of the gross body are not there in the Atma, in the dream. So some Viveka has happened. That gross body is not the Atma. But still, the subtle body is the Atma. So na vade nasya hanyate nasya sramyena sramaha. Even if this one is killed, the dreamer is not killed. Now that is hard to say anyway. When this fellow is killed, the other one is not killed, how do you know that? But anyway, he said. So, because this one is killed, that fellow won't be there anyway, but he extends. See, just as he extended the reasoning with reference to the reflection self, that is Chhayatma. Then this Atma, this one is sadvalankritaha, well adorned, that also is well adorned, well dressed, that also is well. Then, if this becomes blind, that also will become blind. If this is suffering from running nose, that also will suffer from. This becomes crippled, that also becomes crippled. If this is killed, that also will be killed. So that was okay. Because the body also is an object of perception, and Chayatma also is object of perception of the same senses. So these sense organs which perceive this gross body also perceive the Chayatma, and therefore it's quite alright to say that if this one is killed, that also will be killed. Because you could see that the existence of Chayatma is totally dependent upon the existence of this one, the body. But to say Navadhenasya hanyate is not killed by the physical body is being killed, that is extending the logic or reasoning. It's called atidesha, extending. As the reasoning extended in case of Chayatma, in this case also extended, that it will not. That the defects of the gross body do not affect the Atma, the dream. However, that one has independent experiences. Gnanti tu eva enam. Enam tu gnanti eva. There is an evakara there. But they kill him indeed. They suddenly kill this fellow, the dreamer, Atma. Then vichhadayanti iva. Then he is being driven away as though. So iva is used elsewhere. He is driven away as though priyavetta iva bhavati. And therefore he becomes the perceiver of unpleasant things. Vetta means the knower or perceiver. Apriyavetta. So priyasya vetta. He becomes a vetta, the perceiver of apriya, of unpleasant things. Meaning when he gets bad news, etc., he becomes, he becomes disturbed or upset. Roditiva. He as though cries. Now how does he add eva here? Indra says eva, roditiva. He as though cries or weeps. Naham atra bhogyam pashyamiti. I do not see any benefit in this. So Ivakara Indra adds there, which becomes an important thing here. Some understand that the weeping in the dream is not real. That the unpleasantness or unpleasant news which makes you sad, that sadness is not real. That you are being driven away by elephant is chasing you and then you are running away. It is not real. In some way he seems to understand that. Although evakara is used in case of the granthi, that will be taken up for discussion. But then Indra seems to understand that all these experiences are eva. That the Atma does not really undergo those experiences, he as though undergoes them. So whatever made them understand that, So whatever made Indra understand that. So going to page 397. Napi asya vadhena sahanyate chayatmavat nachasya sramyena sramah swapnatma bhavate. Napi asya vadhena sahanyate chayatmavat. So just as Chayatma gets killed, when this one is killed, this dream Atma does not get killed by the death of this body, destruction of the body. This is line 26. Tadanim jagraddeha bhavepi. So na apyasya vadhena hanyate. Tadanim jagrade abhavepi swapnatmana vidyamanatvad. So what it means is that in the dream, the Jagrat Deha is not there. You can say it is as good as the distraction of Jagrat Deha, In the dream, the waking Deha, the body is not there. The body of the waker is not there. So it is as good as the distraction of the body, isn't it? So Tadanim Jagrat Deha Abhavepi. Even though Jagrat Deha is not there in the dream state, Swapnatmana Vidyamanatvad, but Indra sees that the Swapnatma very much is there. So even when the waking body is not there, the dreamer is very much there, which means that even though the waking body has come to distraction, this fellow is there. In that manner he applies his reasoning. Or says Anandagiri, Sramyena Chakshuradigata Anavarata Salila Galana Vishayatva Nidhyavata Sramyena Chakshuradigata, from eyes and ear, from nose, Anavarata Salila Galana, the water is what shall I say? Flowing, yeah. But Galanam. So Anavarata is constant, but Galanam, the water is dripping from the nose and from the eyes constantly. So that is called Sramam. That does not happen to this one. So Galana Vishayatvena says Tad Ashrayatvena Tadvatvena Diyavada. He is the Ashraya, the abode of that, or he possesses that Galanam, or the flowing of the water from the ears and eyes and nose. Anandagiri continues, Deha doshena atmana na dosho bhavati pragavoktam. But this was said earlier. Deha doshena atmana na dosho bhavati. Atma does not get affected by the dosha, the defects in the body. Iti pragavoktam. Tat kitam kat kimartham iha punaruchyate. It is already stated. Why is it stated again? No, therefore that you have to go to page 351. Where was it said? Quite some time ago. See the passage number 5. Or number 4. Tam ched bruyuhu asmims ched idam brahmapure sarvam samahitam sarvani cha bhutani sarve cha kamaha. If in Brahmapura, which is this body, sarvam samahitam, Hrudaya Akasha or Dhara Akasha, everything was samahitam, included, accommodated. Sarvani cha bhutani, all of this is included in Dhara Akasha. All the beings also, sarve cha kam, all the desires also. Yada etat jarava apnoti pradvamsadeva kim tadavashishyate. The question was asked. So when this one jarava apnoti, when this body, this Brahmapura becomes gains decrepitude, becomes old or deformed, pradvamsadeva, or this one is killed. Kim tada avashishyate. So because the Dhara Akasha is in Brahmapura, the question is in Brahmapura. So Dhara Akasha, so what is it? Brahmapura, Dharam Pundarikam, yes, Veshma. So Yedam Asmin Brahmapura, Dharam Pundarikam Veshma, Dhar Asmin Antarakasha. So Brahmapura in this body. In that there is this small lotus-like dwelling. In that there is a space which is even finer or smaller than that. So Brahman dwells in the space within the heart, with lotus of the heart. So when this body is killed, then what will that also be killed? This is the question. So when this becomes deformed, what happens to that? Does it not become deformed? When this one is killed, does it not get killed? Kim tadavashishyadeti ched bru, if disciples ask the teacher in this manner, so Bruya, the teacher, should answer like this: Nasya jaraya eta jiryate. By the decrepit of this body, that dharaka asadara atma does not get deformed. Navadhenasya hanyate. Or by the destruction of the body, that one does not get killed or destroyed. So this was already said, that Atma does not get deformed by the deformation of the body, nor the Atma get killed by the destruction of the body. So this was already told earlier. There is this brought up here again. So line 26 again, as Anandagiri said, Deha doshena atmana na dosho bhavati pragavoktam. Already said earlier that the Atma does not get affected by the defects of the body. Tat kimarthameha punaruchyate. Then why are you again saying that Atma doesn't feel cold and cough and blindness, etc. Because of those things happening in the body? So, Bhashyakarasya adhyayati. Yadadhyayadau agamatrena upanyastam nasya jaraya etajjiryate ityadi tadiha nyayena upapadayitum upanyastam. Yat adhyayadau, as we just read in the beginning of this adhyaya, agamatrena. So that was a statement by the scripture. Nasya jaraya etat jiryate iti. So by the deformation of this body, this does not become deformed. So this was a declaration, that's all. No reasoning was given. Tide nyayena upapadaitum. That very statement now, to explain with reasoning why is it so. Because Shruti simply declares. Then you also sometimes support that statement of Shruti by appropriate reasoning. So Shruti and Yukti. So this is how Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, So Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. That's how it goes. So in that time we accepted that by the deformation of this body, this does not get deformed, but then we accepted it. Buddhi asks, why is it so? Then this shows the viveka or the discrimination between the Atma, gross body, and the Atma. That gross Atma is not the gross body, and that's the reason why the defects of the gross body do not in any way affect the Atma. That's the Nyaya. See here, Anandagiri, Nyaya Anvaya Vyatirekakhya. So what's the Nyaya? Anvaya and Vyatireka. Edat deha abhimane sati eva deha dharmena sanyujyate eva drashta. Swapne tu edat deha abhimana bhavat na tena samsrujyate iti. This is Nyaya. Anvaya. Edat deha abhimane hi. Only when there is the identification with this body, gross body, abhimana hi sati. When that identification is there, satyeva deha dharmena sanyujyate iva drashta. So when there is identification with this gross body, then drashta the Atma as though becomes affected by or afflicted by the defects of this body. As though that I am fat or I am lean is iva, is only a notion or a bhrama, not a reality. So even when I feel that I am being, I'm tall and I'm short and I'm hurt, etc., etc., even then you can say that Atma as though gets affected by the conditions of the body. But not really. But at least this ignorant person thinks so. But even that for that person also, Swapne tu edadeha abhimana bhavat. But even this ignorant person also knows that this body is not there in the dream. In the dream there is another body. Therefore, it is very clear that the dreamer is not affected by the defects of the gross body. So, Anvaya, when identification is there, Tadatma is there, then the Atma as though gets affected by the defects of the body. And of course, when the identification is not there, so dream is an experience where there is freedom from identification of the gross body. Then, so natena samsrujyate, so it doesn't get affected. Same thing if you go to the next one, Tika 26th line, Nasya jaraya eda jirite deha nash adhina nash abhavasya adhyayadaveva uktatvena punaruktim nirakaroti. So this likes punarukti, just repeating what was already stated earlier. That this is not punarukti. It is what? So upapadit, upanyastam, so upapadit, upapadaitum upanyastam. What was said in the beginning of the chapter, in order to explain it logically, is again brought up here. The Tikakara says, Nyayascha swapne sthul deha abhavevi atma sattvadi ukta hevedi bhava. Another way, that in the dream, the sthula deha is not there, but Atma is there. So that's how Anvaya Vedarika. Anandagiri said that when there is identification with the body, then the Atma as though gets affected. That identification is not there in the dream. Here this Tikakara is when the body is present, then the Atma as though gets affected. When the body is not present as in dream, it doesn't get affected. So just presence, one says identification with the body, other one says presence of the body. Meaning when the body is present, identification will automatically be there. When body is not there, identification also will not be there. So reasoning is essentially the same. Purvakyartha anuvada purvakam chhayatma vilakshanyam, that iksha must be added there. So, Purvakyartha anuvada purvakam. So this anuvada, reiterating, it is not punarukti. So anuvada is one thing, punarukti is another thing. Punarukti means simply repeating without conveying anything more. Anuvada is restating for a different purpose. So this is not punarukti, this is anuvada. For what? Chhayatma Vailakshanyam. In order to say the Vailakshanya, the difference of this Atma, the Chhayatma, this is just referred to, to convey something. That this Atma in the dream is quite different from the Chhayatma. How Chhayatma was affected by the defects of gross body, this one is not affected. In that way, this Atma is Vilakshana. This Swapna Atma is Vilakshana from the Chhayatma. Okay, then. Siddhanagiri, Swapna Dashta Ched Deha Doshana Na Yujyate Katham Tari Tasmin Dosha Darsamidi Ashankya. Swapna Drashta Ched Deha Doshana Na Yujyate. Alright? As you say, the Swapna Drashta, the dreamer, the Dushyate is not affected by the defects of the body. That is fine. Kadam Tari Tasmin, then why? Then if the doshas of the body is not there in the dreamer, then what dosha the dreamer has? Say Chhayatma, all kinds of dosha because of the dosha of the gross body. Meaning that the Atma is understood, Atma becomes affected by the defects of the gross body. But now in the dream, the gross body is not there. So Atma will not be affected. So that Atma should be alright. How does he find defect in dreamer Atma also? In the Chhaya Atma he could find defects because he could relate the defect of the gross body with the Chhaya Atma. Now we realize that this gross body is not in the dream, so those defects will not be there. Then what are the defects can be there? Then how did Indra find defects in the Swapnatma also, dreamer also? That's the question. Katham tari tasmin dosha darshanam. What brought about the dosha darshanam? Seeing the defects in the dreamer on the part of Indra. What made him see the defects of the dreamer? So Natavad Bhashyakara says, or the other Tikakara, Gnanti tu iti tu shabdartham natavadeti. So both Tikakaras look in different ways. Gnanti tu. So Gnanti tu eva enam. So that's a defect. So tu is however. And therefore, so tu shabdartham ah. So Gnanti tu however, he is being killed. So that's about the dreamer. Natavad. Natavat ayam chayatmavat dehadoshayukta kintu gnanti tu eva enam eva shabdah iva arthe gnanti iva enam kechana iti drashtavyam. Natavadayam chayatmat dehadosha yukta. Okay, so that's Indra has understood this much, that the dreamer does not become affected by the defects of the body as the chayatma was. Then, kintu, however, this fellow has his own difficulties. So chayatma had difficulties because of the difficulty of the gross body. So those difficulties the dreamatma does not have. True. But he has his own difficulties. What is it? Kintu kranti eva tu. But then this fellow is being killed, you know. So Bhashyakara eva shabda eva arthe. So granti eva, he is as though being killed. Iti drashtavyam. So uktam nyayam eva abhinayati etad ityadi. Where are we? So, Gandhi eva enam kechane drashtavyam nadu gnanti eva iti. So, they as though kill him, but not necessarily kill him. Evagar, alright. Then says Anandagiri, kimiti evakara yathashruta anavyakhyayate. How come Bhashyakara says eva shabda eva arthe? So, eva is emphasis that he is indeed killed. Bhashyakara says no, that eva should be interpreted. Eva is as though killed. Why are you doing that? So how come you are explaining the word eva as eva? One is definitely killed, one is as though killed. So iti shabdah drashtavyam iti Anandagiri says anena sambadhyate. So granti eva enam kejan iti drashtavyam. Natu granti eva iti. That iti, the second iti is drashtavyam. Natu granti eva iti drashtavyam. Right? So drashtavyam shabda must be added here because natu granti eva iti. So what? Natu granti eva iti drashtavyam. We must understand that he is not really being killed, he is as though being killed. So, another Tikakara says, line 29, na tavat ayam chad. Tavat shabda yadyapi. Yadyapi ayam chayatma dehadosha yukta na yukta. Even though this one is not affected by the body, still. Devadena nanyate iti vachanat prakarantana vadasti iti visheshanat. So he said, all right. So again one more sentence, let us read the Bhashya, so then we go to this one. Natu granti eva iti uttareshu sarveshu iva shabda darshanat. Why? Because in subsequent cases like vichchadayanti iva, apriyavetta iva bhavati, ruditi iva. In all other cases, iva shabda is used. Therefore, here also iva shabda should be there. Then, dehavadena nahanyate iti vachanat, prakarandena vadasti iti visheshanat. So, navadena asya hanyate. This dreamer self does not get killed by the body being killed. Alright, it does not get killed by the death of the body, but then it can be killed by some other way. You know? Na vadena asya hanyate. Asya vadena na hanyate. By the vada or the destruction of the body, the dream self does not get destroyed. So it doesn't say doesn't get destroyed. This is only qualification. What is it? He does not get destroyed by the destruction of the gross body. Meaning that he can be destroyed in some other way. You follow? He does not get destroyed asya vadena na hanyate. By the vada or the killing of this body, he is not killed. Which means that in some other way he can be killed. Iti vachanat prakarandana vadasti iti visheshanat. So we can understand. So we can interpret that way. The Indra says that by the death of this body, the dreamer self is not killed, meaning that Indra feels that in some other way this dream self can be killed. Prakarandana vada sadbhava pradipadan paratvecha. Pratidi evakara mukhya vastu iti shankate. Therefore, so visheshanat pratite evakara, so vadenasya hanyate. Now granti tu evayenam evakara. So the questioner asks, why not you say evakara in primary? He is being killed. Indra has only said that he is not killed by the death of the body. But he is definitely killed. Indra says, because he used evakara there. So why do you change that evakara and evakara is as though killed? Why not he is really killed? There can be other ways of killing that fellow. So nasyeti. And again, going to Anandagiri, same thing, line 20. Deyasya vadena nayam hanyate iti visheshanat svato vada swapnadusha niyamatah vivakshitah. That he is not killed by the killing of the body, but he dies anyway. So svato vada swapnadusho vivakshitah. He is not killed by the killing of the body, but he dies himself anyway. So death is not denied. Of Swatmatma, death is not denied. Only death due to death of the body is denied. So death is definitely there. And Indra means that. So Granti tu evaiti, that he is indeed being killed. So Indra definitely asserts that there is death for this Swapnatma. So Niyamatah Vivakshitah. By evakara, Indra means to say that he definitely gets killed. So he dies anyway. Kasmad eva shabda na yatha shrutah. So why not Indra say? So by evakara, Indra seems to say that this Swapnatma definitely gets killed. So that's what Indra says. Why do you change it? Why do you say that Indra means he is as though killed? Iti shankate nasyeti. So Bhashyakara says. So what shanka is there? Nasya vadena hanyate iti visheshanad gnanditve vaiti chet na evam. Nasya vadena hanyate iti visheshanad asya vadena hanyate. The dreamer is not killed by the death of this body. So he specified the absence of killing in a given condition, not in all conditions. Therefore, Grantudevayati, therefore he does get killed. Indra means that this Swapnatma does get killed. Iti. Iti chet, why not that way? That is the question. Why not we take Indra's words literally? And Indra sees that, yes, the dreamer Atma gets killed. Why do you say he does not get killed? So why do you want to interpret Indra's intention differently? In his own words, Indra has said that the dream self gets killed. Evakara emphasizes. Then you are interpreting Indra's words in your own way. Why? Why not the dreamer self be killed in a primary sense? Why not? So Vashyaka, no, it is not so. Indra does not mean that. Even though Indra uses evakara, implying literally that the dreamer self does get killed, Indra doesn't mean that. He should not mean that, So that is how Indra cannot mean that evakara, because he will be then committing some other problem, creating other problem, that is why. Okay. Siddhanandagiri, Kim ayam prajapatim aptam anattam va manyate. What does Indra think of Prajapati? Question is, what does Indra think of Prajapati? Aptam anaptam va. Is Prajapati an apta? Is trustworthy, well informed, and wise person? Does Indra look upon Prajapati as a wise person? Anaptam va, or does he look upon him as not a wise person? Please tell us. What does Indra think about Prajapati? Yadi anaptam buddhyate. Suppose Indra thought that Prajapati is not apta, is not well informed, is not trustworthy, is not a wise person, is not what he doesn't mean what he says, let us say. That means if Indra did not have that kind of trust in Prajapati, na tarhetam prati upagati indrasya vidyagrahanartham sambhavati. Then Indra would not have come back. The fact that Indra came back to Prajapati and reported that naham atra bhogyam pashyami, I don't see any benefit in this, that means he has trust in Prajapati, that Prajapati is a wise teacher. So from Indra's returning to Prajapati, seeking the Upadesha again, it is very clear that Indra looks upon Prajapati as trustworthy teacher, as a wise person. And therefore, Indra could not mean evakara. If Indra looks upon Prajapati as apta or wise person, then he could not mean evakara in primary sense. So Vasya naivam, naivam. The other Tikakara explains it somewhat differently. First explains the Tika here, the Shanka. In the line 30, Chayatmani Ukta Dosha Bhava Pradipadana Paratvat Tadvakyasya Prakarantena Vadasadbhava Pradipadana Paratvecha Vakya Veda Prasangat. Chayatmani Ukta Dosha Bhava Pradipadana Paratvat Tadvakyasya. That is Vakya Navadena Asya Hanyate. That Vakya. Or, so, is for what purpose? Chayatmani Ukta Dosha Bhava Pradipadana Paratvat. Tad Vakyasya. So the dosha which is there in Chayatma is what? That Chayatma gets killed by the killing of this body. That dosha is there in Chayatma. Indra means to say that dosha is not there in Swapnatma. So navadenasya anyate. By the killing of this body, this one does not get killed. To show the contrast with Chayatma, that as far as Chayatma, the reflection was concerned, that was killed, that would be killed by the killing of this body. In that manner, this Swapnatma does not get killed by the killing of this body. Thus to show the contrast of Swapnatma with Chayatma. That is the purpose of this Vakya. Navadenasya anyate. The purpose is not to say that he gets killed by some other means. Purpose is that this Atma is not like Chayatma. Chayatma would be killed by the destruction of his body. In that manner, this one does not. So, ukta dosha so abhava pratipadana paratvat. So, chayatmani uktasya doshasya abhava. That's how we have to say, Not chayatmani ukta abhava, but then chayatmani uktasya doshasya abhava pratipadana paratvat asya vakyasya. So, this vakya is to show the absence of the dosha and defect that was stated in case of Chayatma. Prakarantana vada sadbhava padipadana partvecha. So a vakya should be interpreted only with one meaning, and one vakya should not have two meanings. So if this vakya na vadenasya anyate is meant to show that the Swapnatma does not have the same fate as the Chayatma, then simultaneously it cannot say that, but it gets killed in some other way. Then you will have two meanings of one Vakya, you follow? What's one meaning? That Swapnatma doesn't have the kind of defect that Chayatma has. And then you say that because it doesn't get killed by the death of the body, means that it gets killed in some other way, then there will be two meanings of the same Vakya. It's called Vakya Veda Prasanga. So, there cannot be two independent meanings of the same Vakya. So, Prakarantana Vada Sadbhava Pratipadana Paratve. If Navadinasya Anyate, you interpret that as meaning that it does get killed by Prakarantana in another way, then that would be a second interpretation. The meaning of the same Vakya, that is called Vakya Veda Prasanga. One Vakya will have more than one meanings, and which is not right. Also says the Tika, so evam tu eva, etam tu eva, it should be not evam, but etam tu eva, te iti vakshimana pariyaya, swapnatmana sushupte anukarshanacha. So now, after the dream Vakya, Indra goes away and comes back. And again reports to Prajapati that I found this difficulties with Swapnatma as being Atma. Then Prajapati says, yes, you are right. And then Prajapati says in the same way, in the next passage, in fact, in the next page, third line, Maghamaniti Hovacha, Etam Tevate Bhuya Anu Vyakhyasami. Same Atma, now I will explain again. I told you about Atma, Esha Akshini Purusha. About same Atma I said, Esha Swapne Mahimana Charati. About same Atma now, I will tell you again. Meaning Prajapati means that he is talking about the same Atma. Same Atma that was in waking is Atma in the dream. The Atma that is in the dream, the same Atma is in the deep sleep. So there is a continuity of the Atma. If Atma gets killed in the dream, then he cannot have continued in the deep sleep state, So by the next sentence, Etatu evate vakshami, by that Prajapati means that Atma persists, continues. There is a continuity in the existence of Atma. If Granthi eva, if this Atma definitely gets killed, if this is to be taken that way, if the Swapna Atma is killed, then he is no more than deep sleep. Then Prajapati could not talk about that Atma in deep sleep. There will not be a continuity. So since Prajapati says that I will tell you about the same Atma with reference to deep sleep, so Prajapati means that the dream Atma does not get killed. Therefore, that he gets killed indeed, that evakara cannot be. So that's other reason also. So etam tu evate iti vakshimana pariyaya swapnatmana sushupte anukarshanat. The swapnatma alone is anukarshanat, meaning what? Swapnatma alone is stretched or carried forward in the deep sleep. Swapne vade tat anupatte. If in swapna this atma got killed, then he could not continue in the deep sleep state. Therefore, evakara, eva artha, therefore, evakara must be interpreted as eva. Not definitely gets killed, as though gets killed. So, naiti. So, Vashyaka is naivam. What you say, that navadena sanyate, that vakya is implying that in some other way swapna gets killed, is not so. Naivam. So both Anandagiri and the other Tikakara, Abhinav Narayana, so both of them are right, but both of them give a different aspect of what the passage says. So Anandagiri is talking about the Prajapati Pramanyam or Aptatvam. Other one talks about the continuity of the Atma. So in different ways they have taken it, but then both are so giving us a different insight into this in Bhashyakara's Vakya. So first Vikalpa is what? Is Prajapati apta or not? If he is not apta, then Indra could not return to him for instruction, so Indra looks upon Prajapati as apta. If he is apta, then Vikalpantaram Pradev, if Prajapati is apta, so aptam anaptam va manyate. If anaptam, then he could not. The fact that he returned means he looks upon, Indra looks upon Prajapati as apta. Then Prajapatim, next Bhashyakara, next sentence is Prajapatim pramani kurvatah anutattvaditva apadana anupapatte idamrutam ityetat prajapati vachanam katham rasha kuryat indraha tam pramani kurvan. So Prajapatim pramani kurvatah. The fact that Indra returned to Prajapati, meaning that he certified Prajapati as apta, as pramanam, pramani kurvatah. So Indra has accepted Prajapati as apta, as pramanam. Then anutvaditva, then Prajapati is pramanam and apta. He could not say anutam means what is false. So apadana, if you say that Prajapati means to say that Atma gets killed, or Indra means to say that Atma does get killed, then it means that he is not accepting Prajapati's words literally. Prajapati means that the same Atma continues and Indra says his Atma gets killed. That means that he is falsifying Prajapati. He is not looking upon him as Pramanam. That's what the Tikakara says, line 32. Kincha Prajapatijana Ukta Amruta Abhayatva Saraloka Sarakama Apta Virodapatte Anyatha Prajapato Mrishatvaditva Aropapattescha Naivam. So if this Swapnatma dies, then Prajapatana Uktam Amruta Abhayatva Saraloka Sarakama Apta Virodapatte. If Swapnatma gets killed, then he is not Amruta, he is not immortal. Not Abhay, he is not fearless also. Sarva Loka Apatti. If the Atma is gone, then who is going to attain all the Lokas? Sarva Kama, who is going to experience all those pleasures? So, Sarva Lokapatti, Sarva Kama Apatti would not be if Atma is not there. So, Anyatha Prajabatau Mushatvaditva Aropapattescha. And there were apatte. So that problem will be there. And also that Prajapati said Amrutam Abhayam would be false. So false of what Prajapati said will not be applicable. And Prajapati would be saying something which is not right, which is false. So this is a very interesting way of justifying that Indra looks upon Prajapati as apta, as pramanam. And if Prajapati says that I'm going to talk about the same Atma again, and Atma is Amrutam, Abhayam, etc., then how can Atma be killed? So Prajapati could not have meant that Atma gets killed. So Indra could not have meant that Prajapati says that Atma gets killed, So what Prajapati meant is what we understand by what Indra says. If Indra says that Atma gets killed, that he thinks that Prajapati has told him that Swapnatma gets killed. If Prajapati implied that Swapna gets killed, then Prajapati is contradicting himself by saying Amrutam Abhayam, etc. And also by saying that Etam Tuevate, that he is continuing the discussion of the Atma in deep sleep. All of these will be contradicted. Meaning Prajapati could not have said that Atma, Swapna gets killed. If Prajapati did not say that, then what basis would Indra say that Swapna gets killed? If Indra says that Swapna gets killed, that means in some way Prajapati has said it. Then Prajapati contradicts himself. Or if Prajapati did not say it, and so Indra says, means Indra is contradicting Prajapati, falsifying Prajapati. You follow? Both ways. So as Anandagiri says, if Indra looks upon Prajapati as pramanam, and then still says that this Swapnatma gets killed, that means that he is not looking upon Prajapati as pramanam because he is saying something quite contrary to what Prajapati has said. Amrutam Abhayam. The other Tikakara says, that Prajapati, if Indra says Atma gets killed, means Prajapati said that Atma gets killed, that's how Indra understood that. Prajapati is contradicting himself, because not Amrutam, Abhayam, etc. And he will be saying something which is false, Anutravaditvam. So from Indra's words also Prajapati's Anutravaditvam, or from Prajapati's words also Anutravaditvam. Both ways would be there. So Uktama Vyakaroti idamrutam abhayamidet Prajapatijan katham vrusha kuryat. So Anandagiri says, Nasvataha haranam swapna dusho vakshidam indraseti sheshaha. So Prajapati, where are we? Prajapatim iti. So anupatte, then you have to add Nasvataha haranam swapna dusha vakshidam indraseti shesha. You have to add that. In the Vakya Bhashyakara, Prajapatim pramani kurvatah anudavaditva apadan anupattehe na swatahananam swapnadusha vivakshidam indrasya. That Indra did not mean that the Swapnatma gets killed by himself. If somebody does not kill him, he gets killed by himself, is not what Indra means. Even though he uses evakara, he could not have meant that. So Uktami was Spurayate. Same thing he said, Idamrutamiti etat Prajapati vachanam. Prajapati said, Amrutam, immortal. And if Indra says, no, he gets killed, then Mrushakaranam, he is only falsifying or contradicting what Prajapati said. And how can he do that? When he looks upon Prajapati as a wise teacher, how can he say something which is contrary to what Prajapati has said? So how can Prajapati contradict himself? Or how can Indra contradict Prajapati? Both are not right, and therefore evakara cannot be, it should be evakara. Idam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.